Somebody told me it's book cover time for your work in progress and you need help picking a cover. I've got you covered. Pun definitely intended. First of all, you're going to want to research your genre to understand what books look like in that genre. Some examples: fantasy, contemporary, science fiction / post-apocalyptic, adventure. And keep in mind who your audience is and what they look for in a book cover. This is especially helpful if you watched my short about finding who you write for. That's essential for pretty much all the decisions you'll make about your work in progress. Help a lot if you're writing for yourself or writing for people like you, because as a lover of fantasy and high adventure, high stakes, and happy endings, when I wrote the final book in my trilogy, I put a lot of that into the cover. Like, I would pick this up at a bookstore, even if I hadn't written it. And hopefully you would too. Isn't it pretty? Shiny. Read the other two first though. And lastly, you're going to want to decide on like whether you want a character focused cover like this. Whoa. Hold on. Or something that's more abstract with text and like images behind it. This is another great indie contemporary book, by the way. So when considering this, you want to ask yourself what's common in the genre, but also what do you like? Like in fantasy right now, it's very common to do more of this like letter art with images that represent the story, but I like characters on covers, so that's what I did with mine. That is what's so awesome about being self-published. All of these authors are self-published and they got to pick all the details of their cover. So when it comes time to design your book's cover, you have a couple of options, either to hire a designer and illustrator like I did, or you can check out pre-made covers, and you can see a link in the first comment that leads to a cover designer that I know personally. She's awesome, and you'll find so many cool templates on her website. Readers will see your cover and decide whether or not it's a high quality book by how the cover art looks, so don't skimp in this area. If you found this helpful today, and I sure hope you did, then go ahead and subscribe, because I post twice a week with writing tips to help bust writer's block and serve as your writing bestie to give you all the tips you need to self-publish, to write, and to stay encouraged through the process.